The trading game sounds like it's going to be a how-to-get-rich trading book, but it's basically the opposite. It's Gary Stevenson confessing how he broke out of poverty, climbed to the very top of a global bank, and then realized he was making a fortune by betting on a world where people like his family never get a break. He takes you from a childhood in a cramped, often violent East London home, looking up at the gleaming towers of Canary Wharf, to a trading floor where people casually talk about bonuses bigger than his dad's lifetime earnings. The question running under the whole book is, what does it do to a person and to a society when the only way to win is to profit from everyone else losing? Part 1, From East London to the Trading Game. The first part reads almost like a heist origin story. Gary grows up skint, good at maths, and absolutely determined to escape. Not to fix the system, just to get rich and into one of those shiny offices. He makes it to the London School of Economics and suddenly hits the class wall. His posh classmates have the right accents, the right internships, the right connections, and he's the kid in the tracksuit with a Saturday job in a furniture shop. That's where the trading game comes in. A Citibank card game competition that's supposed to simulate financial markets and pick out who has the nerve and instincts to be a trader. Gary gets a tip-off about how the game works and shows up with a strategy that others don't see coming. He wipes the floor with these ultra-confident, privately educated candidates, wins the competition, and walks away with the golden ticket. A graduate job at Citi, the youngest trader in the entire city of London. Part 2. Inside the trading floor. Greed, adrenaline, and attachment. Once he's on the trading floor, the book shifts into this darkly funny, high-adrenaline world. You get the constant shouting, the screens, the deals, the macho bravado, and these staggering bonuses that go from 13,000 in his first year to hundreds of thousands and then millions as he starts to win bigger bets. At first, it's intoxicating. He's the working-class kid who beat the system, out-trading colleagues who grew up with every advantage. But Stevenson is honest about what's going on in his head. The more money he makes, the less he can actually enjoy it. It stops being about improving his life and becomes all about the number, the ranking, the next bonus, the idea of being the best trader in the world. You also see the emotional cost. Relationships strain and snap. He drifts away from friends and family, and any time someone asks him, "What's it for, Gary?" he realizes he doesn't have a real answer. The trading high gradually morphs into anxiety, insomnia, and this sense that he's trapped in a game he can't stop playing. Part 3. The big realization. Inequality as the terminal illness. The heart of the book, and what makes it more than just a city memoir, is his realization about inequality. During and after the 2008 financial crisis, everyone around him expects the economy to bounce back, interest rates to rise again, and normal service to resume. Gary looks at his own family and the people he grew up with and thinks, there's no money to bounce back with. Wages are flat, everything essential, rent, bills, food is eating 100% of people's income, and they're already cutting everything they can. In that world, you can slash interest rates, print money, hand out tax breaks, but the poor still can't spend more, because they never had surplus in the first place. So he realizes inequality isn't just unfair, it's a structural block on recovery, like a terminal illness eating the economy from the inside. And then he has the trader's version of a moral crisis. The logical trade, if you believe inequality is here to stay, is to bet that interest rates stay low for a long time. That's exactly what he does. While others bet on a recovery and rising rates, he bets on rates staying low and inequality getting worse. And he is spectacularly right, year after year. Citibank makes enormous profits. He becomes their top FX trader globally. His own bonuses explode. The more he's right about the world getting poorer and more unequal, the richer he personally becomes. And that's the twist that starts to break him. Part 4. Collapse, Escape, and the Confession. The last part of the book is where the confession really kicks in. The money and status are off the charts, but Gary is mentally falling apart. Burnt out, disgusted, and feeling like he's trapped in a machine that only works if things get worse for everyone else. He tries to talk to colleagues about fixing the underlying problems, about inequality, about the real economy. And the response is basically, interesting. Now, how can we trade that? Instead of reform, the bank sends him to Japan, hoping a change of scenery resets him. It doesn't. His health and sanity keep sliding, and he becomes obsessed with getting out. But the deferred bonuses and golden handcuffs make leaving feel almost impossible. There's a long, tense back and forth where he pushes to quit, even considering using a loophole about leaving to work for a charity. Eventually, after a drawn-out battle, City relents. He gets his payout and walks away, rich but shaken, determined to spend his life talking about the inequality he used to quietly exploit. The book ends around 2014, before his YouTube and activism fully take off. But you can see the pivot, from trader making money on inequality to campaigner warning that if we don't tackle it, the whole system, and democracy with it, is at risk. So, what does the trading game actually leave you with? A few big points. First, the financial system is not a neutral machine. It can be a rigged game where success for traders often depends on stagnating wages, cheap borrowing, and rising asset prices that lock ordinary people out. Second, extreme inequality isn't just a moral issue. In Gary's argument, it eventually kills the engine of the economy because most people simply can't spend or invest enough for real growth. And third, on a personal level, chasing money without meaning or limits can hollow you out, even if you win the game. It's a rags to riches to revolt story. A trader who beats the system, cashes out, and then turns around to tell everyone exactly how broken the game really is.